Hello to my MDRT family. My name is Chris George and I'm a 10-year top of the table member from Vancouver, Canada. Membership number 484912. Today I would like to submit my proposal for MDRT Speaks. 5 tips to start a niche practice under the content track marketing, although practice management would fit as well. My first time qualifying for MDRT was in 2014 in Toronto, Canada. I had qualified by the skin of my teeth and attending my first meeting, pen and paper in hand, ready to record all the great ideas I was sure to hear. The most important advice I took away from me, however, was I needed to specialize. I heard from speaker after speaker talking about the benefits of being a specialist planner, the financial and intellectual benefits of doing so, and the ease of referrals. Great! This is what I've been looking for to advance my career. I was determined to become a specialist. In fact, now I am a specialist. There's just one problem. I had no idea how to become a specialist or what my first steps should be. I had heard from many other planners that they specialize in the family, specialize in the business market. That still seemed too broad to me to call it a specialization. My first step was to identify the people that I wanted to work with. I needed to build a practice that would have high income clients that would not only have high insurance and wealth management needs, but taxation and legal issues that require a specialist to bring together. I needed to be seen as a person who was indispensable to that particular demographic. After literally Googling high income professionals, which allowed me to see a list of professionals with their average annual incomes, I decided on a few professions that I wanted to work with. While it may seem crass to build a practice partially based on income of a clients, the reality is I wanted to build a profitable practice. Wealthier clients can write the checks, they just need to see why. My second step was then to identify professions I could relate to or had a personal experience in, which narrowed the list considerably. I had realized that my goal to be a specialist would be made considerably easier if I had more in common with my clients and they could relate to me as well. This identified another problem I hadn't anticipated. I didn't see that I had much in common with the people I wanted to work with. Working through a list of potential demographics, however, I realized that I did in fact have something in common, but not how I expected. I realized I had a lot in common with dentists, as a dentist needed to hire staff, advertise, have partners, network, gain continuing education, pay rent, and multiple other similarities. I could approach them as one business owner to another and share similarities. This then brought me to my third step, how to meet with the target market. I had no idea where to go to meet with dentists. Then I realized I already knew one dentist very, very well. That was my own. My dentist had known me for over 10 years. And although I was his patient, we had a good jovial relationship. He knew about me, I knew about him. I went to my dentist and said I was looking to move my practice to a specialty practice and I wanted to meet and work with dentists. I was not soliciting his own business, but instead asked a series of questions. What magazines do you and your colleagues like to read for professional interest? Where do you go to get your continuing education credits? How do you like to network and socialize with your peers? What are the most common problems or common concerns that dentists have? I was doing what we should be doing, getting our prospects to talk about their favorite topic themselves. But it wasn't to sell any product or services, it was to learn about what was important to my target market and where I could go to be seen by them. This naturally led me to my fourth step, know my niche market's business better than my own. It was crucial that my clients understood that I understood them and their unique challenges, and as much as possible was like to be a dentist and run a practice. General advice wouldn't work here. I needed to convince them that I knew them. I then started attending any dental conference I could get to, reading their magazines, attending when I could get an invitation, their study groups. Any dental related conference, reading material, networking I could get my hands on so I could literally learn their language and hear what were common concerns. This allowed me to become much more relatable when I could commiserate with them about the difficulties in recruiting assistants and staff, which conference was a not miss conference, and how much the tax man took for them. Partnership concerns, business valuations, contracting. I was as close to being a dentist as I could be without a DMD degree. Any target market wants to know their planner knows them and prioritizes their needs and offers advice that is specific to them. My fifth step was to become more referable to more dentists by their accountants. This step I consider crucial for all financial planners who want to generate more business and referrals. I would ask my clients for permission to send a copy of my financial plan to their accountant. No client will say no to that. And it spoke volumes to my clients that I was so confident in my work that I would offer to have it reviewed by other professionals. This elevated and separated me from every other advisor they'd met with before, and their accountant greatly appreciated not being surprised by large sums of money being spent on insurance. I met with her accountant one on one and walked me through the planning, and at every opportunity I would casually drop that I worked specialized with dentists. I was now building a stable of accountants that knew I knew what I was doing, knew who I wanted to work with, and I would make an additional offer that they had a dentist who they felt would be a good fit, that with their client permission, I would take all non-identifying financial information and details and create a financial plan without knowing anything more about them. This made me instantly referable to many more dentists, as few would say no to a complimentary and anonymous financial plan. If they wanted to proceed to me, I'd be happy to do so. The benefits of building a niche practice included higher revenue on fewer clients. I had more time to spend with each client, and they appreciate that. My marketing became easier, cheaper, and far more efficient. My closing rate and referrals skyrocketed as my clients came to know that I knew them and they wanted to share their plan with their colleagues. Thank you for considering my proposal. I would be delighted to speak in Vancouver. It's my hometown. MDRT has given so much to me. I want to give all I can back to my MDRT family. Thank you.